Good evening, my name is Georgia, and this is Charity, and this is Mallory. And tonight we are presenting Barbie and Ken Go Egyptian. They are going to take us on yes, good evening, Ken. Good evening, Barbie. They're going to take us on a little walking tour of ancient Egypt. And they're going to possibly even show us how we can make some connections between ancient Egypt and our present day world. We're going to jump right in with personal appearance. The Egyptians were very conscious of how they looked. They bathed frequently, daily, and they used scented oils to keep themselves smelling nice. The Egyptians invented cosmetics, as a matter of fact, and men and women alike, along with children, all wore makeup. As you can see, Barbie's makeup is already on. She has dark eyeshadow, she has eyeliner, and she has ruby red lips. The eyeshadow is made out of something called Kalina, and it's also made out of a lead ore, and it's applied on the upper eyelid and the lower eyelid. The lip color and the cheek color is made out of red ochre, and keeps her looking young and fresh. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Yep, lovely. Okay. Ken's makeup is not applied yet. See, Ken? Yes, Ken needs a little help here. So come on over here, Ken. Come on. Thank you, Ken. We're gonna put some of this eye makeup on Ken. Here we go, Ken. Okay. Putting on a little eye makeup. It's not gonna hurt. There we go. And I don't work in Hollywood, so this may not come out. Oopsie. Might need a little help. He's kind of lopsided there, but yes. Looking better, looking more Egyptian all the time. And then the eyeliner to extend the line outward toward the cheek. Very typical. I think Egyptians invented eyeliner. Okay, and there we go. Now I'm not going to put any lip color or cheek color on him. They also used henna to dye their nails yellow or orange. Okay, so they did like to make themselves look very nice. The upper and lower eyelid, as I said, were both painted, and their makeup and their oils were kept in these jars that we see here in the photo. These jars were made of various materials. Yes, Barbie. Oh, thank you, Barbie. Thank you. Thank you very much for helping out there. They were stored in boxes and taken to parties with them when they would go visiting, and they were often stored under their chairs so that I guess if they needed to just run and freshen up, they had them at their fingertips. The next thing we're going to look at is housing. Barbie and Ken found these homes while they were house hunting in ancient Egypt. Okay, the first house on the left is kind of small. It's a peasant country home. You see it has a flat roof. Thank you, Barbie. Okay, and there's no courtyard and there's no front gardens. There are some palm trees though. Okay, and the flat roof was often used, let's get a close-up there, by Egyptian families to sleep on in the night air because it would help them keep cool. The second house, okay, Barbie, what do you think of this first house? No, okay, I don't blame you. Second house, this was more for noblemen or people of wealth. Yes, thank you, Barbie. I'll back up a little bit, get a shot of Barbie and Ken there. As you can see, in the front part of the yard, there's a nice little pool there. There have a little table outside for dining, so this was really an outdoor space, not invented by HGTV. The garden is actually walled in. Right over there, that's a brick wall. They had lots of clay in Egypt, and they made bricks. Buildings and houses were often made of bricks. This home may have been made of bricks with stucco applied. They had fruit trees, they had gardens, and like I said, this was the home of a more wealthy man. It usually had several rooms inside. So what do you think of this house, Barbie? You like this house? What about you, Ken? No, which house do you want, Ken? Okay, well, and then there's this little number that we found on House Hunters International. Yes, this is called in the United States the Barbie Townhouse. Yes, and what do you think? Oh, she really seems to like this house. Okay, Barbie, well, we'll check back with you and Ken. Ken, your reaction, Ken? Ken? No. Okay. We'll check back with you guys a little later to see which house they chose. House number 1, house number 2, or house number 3. Thank you. Next, we're going to look at architecture. On the left, you can see pillars. Pillars were used all the time, as a matter of fact, in Egyptian architecture. Thank you, Barbie. They held up the heavy structures. They were made of these huge blocks stacked on top of each other. In this picture, you can see a temple. We'll get there, Barbie. We'll get there, okay? Thank you for all of your help. You're just wonderful as a spokesperson, Barbie, even though I'm doing all the talking. And over here, but thank you again, Barbie. Over here we see a temple, and its pillars are more embedded into the structure, and it's very tall. Ken, okay, Ken, thanks for standing there. Barbie, I appreciate your assistance in pointing out the pillars. Thank you. In this picture, this is a building in Wilmington. It also uses pillars in the construction as support features. Oh, and there's a palm tree. Almost forgot about the palm tree. We had palms in ancient Egypt and in Wilmington. Yes, thank you again, Barbie. Okay, next. Here on Market Street in Wilmington, we also see some structures that utilize pillars for support features in their construction. Thank you, Barbie. Yes, that's a private home, and on the right is a church. Oh, Barbie, thank you. You're going to have to hurry up in there if you want to participate, because she's stealing all your action here, Ken. This is a church on Market Street, and it also uses pillars. Very nice. If it were in color, you'd be able to see that it is a red brick church, and bricks were made out of clay in Egypt also. So there's another connection between Wilmington and ancient Egypt. This photo on the left, or on the right, shows one of the great pyramids of Egypt. This was built by King Khufu. He was not a very nice king. Thank you. He probably used slaves, and it's a very old structure. As time has gone by, it has worn down. You can't really see that good, but it's deteriorating slowly but surely as time goes by. And this is one of many pyramids in Giza. The next photograph shows, oh yes, and that beautiful temple there, also using more pillars. Thank you, Barbie. Although I wasn't going to feature that, thank you, Barbie, anyways, for calling attention to it. Okay, next, we're back in Wilmington, and you can see a little pyramidal shaped structure on top of a brick post there. And then we flip over here. Barbie got a little confused when she saw all these pyramids in a row, thought she was back in Egypt. We had a little bit of a hard time convincing her. No. Oh, she was actually in the Wilmington National Cemetery over on Market Street. Okay, again, all those pyramid shapes, she thought she was back in Egypt. Next, we see a structure. These little structures here are actually in a border sidewalk on 6th Street. Thank you, Barbie. In Wilmington, they're called obelisks. They were first used by Ramses II, and as other civilizations conquered and spread culture and architecture to other parts of the world, eventually they are found all over Europe and Asia and in the United States too. The most famous obelisk we have in this country is, oh, Barbie, where is it, Barbie?
Washington, D.C.
Oh, very good, Barbie. And what's the name of that famous obelisk in Washington, D.C.?
The Washington Monument.
Great job, Barbie. Great job. I'm very proud of you. Ken, anything from you? No. All right, Ken, keep up the good